Hi, so just, is there any character that you really hated to draw? And is there any character that you really like to draw or love to? You know how you have to repeat drawings a lot? Just curious.
Someone I hated
Crowd
to draw.
scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Right, yeah. Movie designs is the default. No, I always have fun with those, actually. I don't know if I really hated any. I think there were some characters that could be a challenge to work out, just because sometimes the shapes of them would be kind of awkward or whatever, and so it'd be okay, how can I make this look good or not terrible? I don't know that I've necessarily hated drawing anybody, but my favorite to draw might have been Beast Wars Dinobot, because he was just super fun. Yeah.
There's too many to choose from. I'll be like, can I say I hated drawing more than Meets the Eye and loved drawing more than Meets the Eye? Does that work? Because there will be days that you come to work on and it's I can't stand drawing these characters like Ultra Magnus, he's so big. His shoulders are so big. And then there will be days where it's Ultra Magnus, where have you been? I haven't drawn you in a couple pages here. So it's hard to say. You always run into days where you don't feel like drawing something. For the longest time, I didn't like drawing Grimlock, only because I had a bad experience with somebody getting commissions constantly of Grimlock and made me sick of drawing Grimlock after a while. I think I'm finally over it, but I still have PTSD from that. So when anybody's like, who do you not like drawing? I always just automatically, it's reflex Grimlock, like that.
I didn't do too much. I don't know if this was a professional Transformers question or just in general, because I was a colorist for most of it.
In general, though, who do you hate? Come on, let it flow.
I like drawing anything in the animated style because it lets me be more expressive and I don't have to follow. You can fudge a lot of perspective with them and just bend what you need to for expressiveness. But I don't know. I kind of like drawing a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I kind of echo a little bit of what Alex said. I don't hate drawing anyone really, but when there's certain times you get exhausted of drawing the more complex characters if you just have to do it over and over again. And you can sort of cheat a little bit or use some tricks, but at some point, yeah, Ultra Magnus is a good example. Awesome character, such a cool look, but oh my God, if I have to draw those smokestacks again. So yeah, it's just an exhaustion thing for me.
Yeah, I often would ask myself, I know it's Transformers, but do I have to draw so many transformations? That's the most frustrating thing, looking for, figuring it out or looking up references or just, the amount of videos that I would scroll through to find how things go, where anything goes, and for it to be kind of messed up in the show, and I'm just please help me. But so that's a bit of a challenge. Otherwise, I love the expressiveness of characters is one of my favorite things, the body language and expressions, and it turns into something I hate at the same time because I freak out or I worry that I've already done this expression, I've already done this pose, I've already done this thing because I love it so much, and I just do it too much, and then I worry that I'm just doing a same face or same pose, blah. So that's frustrating, but at the same time, yeah, that's my favorite part.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Artists, crap. From one artist to another, I've always wondered, when you do a design or making a design for the comic or going off of a design someone else made, how do you keep it consistent? Do you always have it a reference on the side, or do you just know these designs offhand? When doing dynamic poses with these designs and such and etc., do you frame them out first, or do you just just do it freehand? Sorry.
It's all good.
I think for me, like for the Beast Wars guys, like, so your question was kind of like coming up with the designs and all that. Like, I don't know, like, for me, like when I'm designing a character, like for Nyx and stuff like that, it's always like personality first, and then I kind of, go from there. Working on the book, I mean, I try to use like every resource available, so I'm always like taking pictures of my toys or looking up reference online, Google, anything like that, anything in certain poses. If I needed a hand a certain way, I'd snap a picture of my hand and then I'd, bring it on over. I always like try to plan everything out as best as I can. Like when I get a page, get a script, I lay everything out almost 2-3 different times, just trying to find stuff that I like or feel like that works, and it's all done in like blue line, and I do it digitally too, so it's super easy to erase and change and cut and paste and use the transform tool if their perspectives or whatever is a little off. But I mean, yeah, I would say if anyone ever tells you not to use reference or anything like that, don't listen to them, because reference is key, and getting inspiration from others and seeing how they do stuff. I mean, you'll learn so much. So I try not to freehand, I guess, is one way. But I mean, after you do it so much, you kind of build a library in your head of where, okay, I've done this kind of a pose before. I know how this kind of works, and you kind of go from there. And a lot of that stuff becomes shorthand. Even the designs, to bring it back. I think at first I made myself like a character sheet almost in a way, just kind of a quick sketch of how I drew a character, and I always keep it up in a window over here. But you draw them so much, you get used to, and the designs, and so you don't maybe look at it as much. But yeah, I always keep reference handy, everything I do.
Well, I don't know if I can add to that. That's perfect.
You're welcome. Yeah, no.
Yeah, when it comes to the characters that I've designed for Tall or or redesigned or gave it my own twist, it is just in my head, like, because I know them so well, I've drawn them so many times. But if I had to work on Lost Light and I have to work with Alex's or Jack's designs, I'm never going to be Alex and I'm never going to be Jack. I'm going to be Sara. So these characters are always going to have my own take on them, and that's what I want, and that's okay. And I always will have their designs on there, but I don't aim to do a copy. I aim to do an interpretation, and yeah, that's how I've been working. Yeah, when it comes to those designs and stuff and things.
All right.
Thank you.